welcome back to Wendy's Colouring, and today is a long overdue haul, and I'm mainly filming this because it's driving me nuts and I want to put it away. So I have got stuff from Christmas that I've not shown, and I've got it was my birthday last week, so I've got a few bits from that as well. And obviously a few things fell into my cart that I bought myself as well. Not so much for me, but yes, I have got a few bits and pieces. Some supplies, some books. We do books first, because I know supplies are not everybody's cup of tea to look through, but yeah, we'll go through. I have bought a few cute and cosy books myself, so I've got this one. Winter Hugo Cute and Cozy colouring book by Colouring Book Cafe. I do like their books, and obviously as we're in the winter season and it's been pretty cold in the UK, or it's felt cold to me at least, maybe I'm getting soft, I do quite like doing these cosy cold season images. Not going to do a huge amount more of them, are we, as we go forward, getting some warmer days and some colder days here, but I quite like having a selection, so I did get that one to add to the ones that I have already. And I also couldn't resist this one, Fuzzy Tales. I always love a fairy tale book. Fairy Core colouring book by Vivi Tinsa. So it is kind of all fairy tales inspired, which I think is cute. So you've obviously got a bit of intro, you've got a bit of a contents page.
I didn't catch that. Could you try?
Sorry, watch button in again. So yeah, you've got a little bit of an overview. I don't know if I can tell what all of these fairy tales are, but I do like fairy tale books, so there was no way I wasn't going to try it and see what this one was like. And it's nice to see them trying to do something a little bit different with it for these cute and cosy books. I quite like this one. That's quite a cute look. Again, I'm sure there's been a million flips of this kind of book, so I'll do a very, very quick flippy for you. Because again, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm quite enjoying them. They're quick, and I do like the 8x8 size, and obviously they're one-sided, so it does give you a bit more flexibility. It's a bit silly, but yeah, I think that's why I like it. When you've had a bit of a stressful day, sometimes you want something a bit silly, don't you? But yeah, I quite like this, and it's a bit more my kind of visuals that I enjoy. So Fuzzy Tales by Vivi Tinta. And then the last of the little square books. This was a new artist to me, Anna Rose. I've seen this quite a bit on Facebook, so I think she's been colouring these herself. She has a page on Facebook, and she colours these so beautifully. It did interest me. So Little Wins, a soulful self-care colouring book, and it kind of reminds me of the Cocoa Wire ones, but she's got more of these kind of slight different layouts, so I quite like the idea of it. For me, the lines are a bit thicker than I was hoping they'd be, but there's some pages that I just quite like the idea of, and I quite like this kind of split layouts that she's doing. It's almost like a bit of a cartoon book, isn't it? But there's some nice little pages. That wouldn't be annoying as a driver at all. Waiting for that to cross the road. Hurry up. But there's lots of little dogs in here as well, so yeah. But again, I'm sure there are other flips. If not, and you want a full, slower flip of it, do let me know and I can film a slower flip of it. But yeah, I thought it was a little bit different. I was curious to see how it was, and like I say, her colouring of it did inspire me to have a look at it. So Anna Rose, Little Wins, soulful self-care colouring book. It, as usual with these things, is just an Amazon. I'm sure it's on all of the Amazons. It's got the usual kind of fairy feeling cover. They're weird, aren't they, these covers? I don't know if I like them or they're really horrible. It's nice and bright anyway. Okay, I think that was my last of my little books. I've got a few Colouring Heavens, which is quite unusual for me because I was trying to not buy Colouring Heavens, but I have failed quite dramatically. I got this one just before Christmas, I think. Paper Dolls by Rachel Cohen. And I just quite like the idea of it, I suppose. I don't love how she draws the faces. I think that's the only thing I'm going to say. But I quite liked... I know these are on the side. I'm sorry, that's not very helpful, is it? This is a nightmare to flip like this. But as you can see, you get the doll and you get the various clothes for the dolls that are with it. Now I'm looking at it, it feels like a lot of work now I'm doing it. But I'm thinking it might be fun with a bit of markers. It's a bit different, isn't it? It's not really like anything else I have. I have quite a few kind of doll books, but not paper dolls like this. I don't think I'd ever cut them out or anything, but I quite like some of these costumes. You've got some quite unusual bits and pieces. Look, you've got almost like armoury, paper thin personas. I'm guessing that's something to do with these paper dolls, but I don't know. But yeah, I quite like they kind of feel like they're from different ages and times, and there's some quite unusual garments, particularly here towards the front, that is very difficult to show because they're all always up, aren't they? What is this? Is this something she's wearing on her head? Be handy if you had a little image of what she's supposed to look like, wouldn't it? I like that. Are they wings? Oh, is that one wings? Are they wings for her actually to wear? Oh, that's what they are. And we've got different ages. We've got 1980s. Oh, now we've got dates on them. That does make life a bit easier. I think we need a bit more patterns on the 1970s, don't we? These are a bit plain. A bit more flowers and things, surely. These definitely need more flowers and patterns. Maybe you've got to do them yourself. Is that the idea? 1960s. 1950s. Is that the first one? Starting from the 40s. But yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it? So I thought I haven't got anything like that in my collection, so we'll have it. And then the same, after I'd said I'm not buying any more, then they did this one. Tiny Year by A Go To Pop. Again, she doesn't really have any books, does she? I think she just has downloads on Etsy. But I thought there was some really beautiful pages on this. Again, I know there's quite a few flips of this, so I'm not going to hang around. But these full kind of monthly shelf arrangements I think are really appealing. I'm already behind. I haven't worked in it because it's been in my pile to film. So as a result, I've not worked in it. It's just fatal, isn't it? I mean, realistically, I'm probably not going to do the shelves every month because I'm not that organised and I get fed up with doing the same things every month. But I think there are some really beautiful pages in here. Yeah, I'd like to see myself working in it. Maybe I could fit February's in. What's it got? Hearts. Hearts and flowers. Chocolates. Keys. It is a nice little page. But yeah, Tiny Year. Tiny Designs to Mark the Seasons by A Go To Pop. And then, just keep going with the Colour in Heaven that I wasn't buying any of. Then I went to my Tesco's and they had this little, it's the small size, so the little kind of, they're a bit bigger than A5, aren't they? But it was puppies, and sadly my little dog is in here, so that was fatal. There she is, that's what she looks like. Kind of left the eyes really empty though, haven't they? That freaks me out a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to at least colour her in this book. If nothing else, she will be getting coloured. But yeah, I thought it was cute. Again, because it's one-sided, good little marker book. Puppies. Does it say who's this by? New and exclusive designs full of personality, but I don't think they actually say who the artist is. The team. Normally says on the front, doesn't it? But this one, not so much. No idea who this is by. Sorry, artist, whoever you are. I know they don't use AI, so it's not that. Because they make a big thing of it, don't they? Colouring Heaven. So it's definitely not AI, but I don't know who it is. But it's Colouring Heaven, the small version, the pocket size one. And finally, my colleague at work got me this for my birthday with a few other bits and pieces. But Nature Patterns by Ellie Marks. I have quite a bit of Ellie Marks stuff, as you might know if you've been watching the channel a while, but I don't have this. And I don't think I have any of these images that are in this, so that was a good buy on her part. But they're all kind of little mandala-y bits and pieces. So we've got a little fairy doors mandala there that's quite cute. We've got a gnome mandala, acorns and mushrooms. I'm gonna like. There's quite a few mushroomy pages. Oh look, that's cute. Little raccoon one, feathers, vineyard, jam, pumpkins, peppers, green beans, compass, tiny houses. So there's quite a bit of different things in here really. It's quite a mix of different imagery. Something for all seasons, I think is what... Oh, they're quite nice. Those little fairy houses, aren't they? What are we calling this? Summer sunflower. But we've got little fairy houses in mushrooms in there. But yeah, it's really cute. That's cute with it. I don't think they're all for me, but there's quite a lot in there that I do really quite like. So I'm thinking they're quite cute pages. But yeah, Nature's Patterns. I think this one's out now if you're interested, by Ellie Marks. And that is the last of my Colouring Heaven pile. Then what else did I get? My colleague also got me this one, which I'd never seen in my life. A Crown of Kingfishers, a collective noun colouring book. This is a artist published book, I think. From this person. Again, I've not tried it, so if you want to go there, it's on you. Pixie Craft Handmade. So I think it's a local artist near to where she lives. A collective noun colouring book, and I think it's for kids, but I think it's amazing. I do really quite like it. So we've got School of Fish that are quite funny. Cool facts about humans. Coral. Yeah, it's quite funny. A paddling of ducks, a band of gorillas. I quite like both of these. An army of ants, a flamboyance of flamingos, a horde of hamsters, hamsters only, no ladybirds. What have they got against ladybirds? They've got custard cream, some bread, some fries, more bread. Yeah, there's some cheeky drawings there, aren't there? A tower of giraffes, go giraffes, you got this. Crown of kingfishers, I like that. Business of ferrets. I'm not sure I'd trust the ferrets. They'd be up to no good. Tunnels are us. Noodle of the month. Quite like it. A run of salmon. Also hilarious. Go fish. Just do it. Okay. A nursery of raccoons. It's just so silly. I love it. A crash of rhinos. And it is a bad crash. A dazzle of zebras. A shiver of sharks. Love that one as well. And this, a parliament of owls, is also amazing. A raft of otters. A labour of moles. A murder of crows. A circus of puffins. I've never coloured a murder scene before. It's tempting. Who's been killed? Was it another crow? That is the question. And the last one, a mischief of mice. Again, up to no good, all over the place. I think this book is hilarious. I'm sure it is for kids. The paper is... It's better than Amazon. It's quite smooth, which is unfortunate that it's double-sided because it'd be amazing with markers. I don't think it'll take water. I think it feels a bit thin. But yeah, I might be able to base it with my water markers just to speed life up a little bit. But yeah, I really love it. It's just hilarious. A Crown of Kingfishers, a collective noun colouring book. Like I say, I think it's from a local artist near where we work. So Pixie Craft 2024. I have no idea whether she's on Etsy. She's definitely on Instagram because that's clearly a little Instagram signal. I don't know how easy it'll be to get. I think she's bought it from her little craft stall. So, Crown of Kingfishers, it's amazing. It's so funny. What else? I got sent this book this week. I've just done a flip for it before I'm recording this, so this will be already on the channel if you want a full flip of this book. This lady has 2 other books as well as this. Again, these are printed by herself. I think she's getting a company to do it for her, but it's her own work. It's not Amazon prints. Really nice, good quality. But Storm's Eye design by Emma E. Peters. Again, there's a full flip on the channel, but it is a really beautiful, cute book. Paper is really lovely. This is like really quite thick paper. I think I'll get away with a little bit of watercolour with it. I'm going to certainly try a little bit just to see what happens, but it's lovely paper. It'll be really nice with pencils. It's single-sided, so you could use markers if you prefer, but really cute. She has a witchy book, and I think it's Weird and Wonderful or something like that, her other book, but she has little mini flips on her shop on Storm's Eye Design if you want to have a closer look, but can't recommend that enough. It's lovely. And then another 2 lovely books. I'm going to do this one first because my other one is a huge book and I'll have to move the camera to show you. This one, again, I think it's been on quite a few other channels, isn't it? It's Raider Prince, isn't it? But it's under, I'm guessing this is her actual real name. I'm not going to say it and say it wrong. I'm guessing it's Rayhan, but I don't know. But yeah, this is really beautiful. I was quite surprised at the size of this, is the only thing I will say. I was thinking, let me grab one of them little small ones to give you a bit of perspective. I was thinking this was kind of A4 or letter size, but as you can see, it is not. It's quite a small book really, so it's a little bit narrower than the 8x8, but only a smidgen taller in terms of size. So I would thought this was a lot bigger. So I was actually quite pleased to see it being this size. Again, I'm not going to do a full flip because I know lots of people have been showing this book, but this is so beautiful. Again, lovely nature inspired pages, aren't the paper's okay. I mean, it's better than Amazon, but not hugely brilliant. But it is, in the main, there are little drawings on this side, aren't there? But in the main, you could use your markers on this, and it's reasonably smooth, so I think it'll take markers quite nicely. Look at that, that's a beautiful page. Yeah, some really lovely pages in it. Like I say, if you want a full flip, do let me know, but I know that quite a few colourists have been flipping this of late, so I'm going to say probably you won't, but yeah, I really like the style of her drawing. I worked last month in one of her Amazon books that I really did enjoy, so I'm quite looking forward to working in this, and the fact it's a little bit smaller really suits my colouring style and speed, let's be quite honest. But yeah, really lovely. I think I did get this from UK Amazon, but the ISBN is there if you're on the hunt. Hopefully should be on all Amazons soon, certainly on German Amazon, and I think I got it from UK. I don't think I ordered it from Germany, so lovely book by Raider Prince. Then this one was a Christmas present to me, and we're going to have to go out a little bit, I think, to get that in. You're seeing the edge of my mat now. Let's fix that. There we go. It's only my crafty mat anyway, but this is a beautiful book. This was a present to me for Christmas. Disney Chateau by Art Therapy. It is a big book. Where's my ruler? So my normal 12 inches 30 centimeters book, as you can see, it is bigger than that. It is a whopping book. It's the same size as the stained glass books. Let me get one. So same size as these ones. If you have the Vitro books, just to kind of put it into perspective, so Vitro 1 and 2 are both massive books, aren't they? It's the same size and format as those. I don't colour a huge amount of Disney, but this is the kind of book that you just want to keep and collect, isn't it? And I saw it on someone's channel quite a few months ago now, and it's kind of been one of those books that's just been on my mind for a while. Obviously, I don't know ISBN is going to be hard to get to because I'm going to hit my monitor. Not even sure that is an ISBN, is it? But we'll see. That's all there is on it. This one is from Amazon UK, so it should be available on most of the Amazons. It has this beautiful kind of copper gold leaf on it, and all the side is beautifully gilded as well. It's really beautiful. It's going to probably hit my light in a minute when I try and open this. We'll try. Cover, really thick. Oh, it missed, yay. And then obviously into the pages, it's mainly scenes, I think, really, with bits of chateau in it. So rather than just being solid building, it's showing you bits of the castle like this. I'm guessing it is a stained window in one of the castles. Just, yeah, wanna colour it. Obviously double-sided. The paper's pretty good in here, I would say. It's pretty much the same. Let me feel the other one. Yeah, they feel the same. So if you have those other big books, I think the paper is the same. Feels very similar to me. But yeah, you just have all these scenes with characters in and a bit more background. And I quite like the fact it has a bit more of the scene. It's not so much of these that is just character. I don't love this one with the little bit of border on, but the dragon is nice, isn't it? But this, would I have the patience to colour that? I don't know, maybe. But there's so many pages in here that I just feel a bit different to the normal offering. Again, this is a big book. It's going to take, I don't know if I'll flip all of it, but it gives you quite a lot of background scenes and as well as the characters. I just think it's really amazing looking book. It kind of reminds me a bit of the what's that book I never colour in? Let me grab it. It's the Thomas Kincaid one. These scenes kind of remind me a little bit of this, but obviously it's not tiny, teeny, tiny drawings that I'm never gonna colour in that. I don't know why I keep it. It's so small, but like this, really, I do really want to colour that page. It's just some of them are like, at least I can even see myself. It'd be nice if I could get out. Tempted to try a little bit of watercolour because this would be lovely with a watercolour background. Might have to protect the pages. Love this one. There's so many of these pages that I can kind of picture done. What's that one? That is funny. And you've got a whole like tapestry to do in the background. It's just a lovely book. Pattern, wallpaper pattern. Nope, you're not going to get done. But most of it I think is amazing in this book. And they're just not the kind of images that I own, so it'll take me a lifetime. But I just think they're really, like, look at that. That is an amazing double. But that is a lot of work. That is a big bit of paper to colour. But yeah, we're not even halfway. And this, look at that. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And every time I see bits of this film particularly, I do think they would be amazing to colour. And my husband says, you're mad. But here they are, in an amazing layout with little brush and pan, the taps. They're just, yeah. I think it's great. What have we got here? Mer people. This one's a bit more sketchy, isn't it? Oh, we've got... Didn't even see her right close to me. I won't know the names, because I don't know the names. I don't care. I'm going to colour it how I want it anyway. I won't know what the official Disney colours should look like. There's very few, unless it's an old film. They're not there. I might have had more of a chance to see it, but... Love this. Is this a whole double? Oh no, it is different. I quite like that as well. Do I have any books like that? No. It's just very different. I quite like that. I kind of quite like that. But yeah, the more you look in this, the more beautiful this book is. It just feels like a special book. And I quite like the styles are so different depending on which film it's from. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's... yeah. I like these stained glass ones as well. They look fun to do. Might even start with one of them because they feel a bit more doable, don't they? I quite like the idea of colouring the carriage as well. The carriage has been on a couple of times, hasn't it? The Evil Sisters. It suits me because in the main they're much older films that are in here, I think. It's none of the current ones that I've got no clue about. Something small correspondence, are these smaller images? Yeah. I don't know if these are this. I think that was. Yeah, these are the smaller versions of the images that are in the book, aren't they? Oh, the little postcards. But yeah, they are scenes that are in the book because all of these are familiar. And then you've got this lovely coppery paper, and then the back scene. But yeah. What an amazing book. Disney Chateau. Thank you to Amazon for wrecking the corner of it. But my other two are also like that because they did the same with mine. But I don't care because it's beautiful. Disney Chateau, like I say, it's a Hatchet Heroes. I had it on Amazon UK, although this was a gift to me. I think it's absolutely stunning book. I'm hoping I'll colour in it because it is lovely. But I'm enjoying looking through it even if I don't get that far. Okay, I've got things, but I'm going to pause you a sec and clear a bit of space because this is not a small book to just put by the side of me. Back in a second. Okay, I'd realised I'd lost a little book in the bag, so I've still got a lot of this in a kind of Christmas bag. And my little unicorn book had fallen to the bottom, so my colleague did buy me this for Christmas. I love unicorns. As you know, these are tiny little 4x4 books. I have the bees one, I have a Christmas one, I feel like I have another one as well, but I definitely just have the bees one because it's in my colouring pans for this month. But this is, look at that is just too cheeky. This is the unicorn ones and it's completely silly. I love it. They're just entirely stupid. I love it. Like, not every page, it's kind of one-sided. It does have this kind of wallpaper on the back, but I think it's basically just to fill the sacrifice backs. So you could marker this if you wanted to, because pretty much all the main images are on one side. But they're very silly and very fun. Again, it's just a bit of fun, simple, quick colouring, because they're only little. Skipped a few then, sorry. But yeah, it'll be on all the Amazons. I love unicorns. Oh look, there's a narwhal one and a mermaids one, neither of which I have. Do I know who the artist is? Darian Brada appears to be the artist of the unicorn one, but it's very cute. I like it a lot. Okay, stuff. I'm going to do the pencil case first because it's taking up most of my desk and everything is balanced. So my dear brother did buy me this pencil case that I've had my eye on for a while because I like the cheeky pattern on it. I don't think this is I don't know what that is. Some kind of horse. Don't know. It's quite a strange design. But I always need my pencils organising, so I did want this one just because I liked the design, and it's very different from the ones I have already in design terms. It's single slotted and it has, I don't think I've actually opened all of these. Let's open them all. I think from memory it has about 250 slots, which generally means you can get a couple of sets together. But I quite like it because it's very different. So when you're looking for a set of pencils, oh, that one's in that strange tiger one. It's just a bit more memorable. Has the little hand hold bit at the top. No shoulder strap, but I think that's, again, I liked the design. Then I have got, things are going to fall. I've got a little, I have a schnauzer. So I have a little schnauzer pencil case. Again, this was a gift, clever mind. I won't go through it all. But yeah, it's just a little canvas pencil case. It's quite a big pencil case, which is always good for me. And it does have a little bit of a fold out bottom. So you get quite a bit in there, I think. And with it being canvas, you can just chuck it in the washing machine when you get a load of mess all over it. So that is cute and ideal for me. And to go with, I've also got a cute little schnauzer notebook that's literally just lined paper, but again, really handy, and I love the artwork on it. My girl's just had a cut. I have her beard quite short because she goes to daycare and it's just a bit more hygienic. What else? I have also got a set of the amazing Sakura Jelly Roll Brights. So these are 0.8 and 0.4 medium size Sakuras. I don't think I've actually tried the 0.8. I'm curious now. Excuse me while I rummage for a post-it note thing. So this is 0.8. It's nice and smooth. And what else? Oh, are they all 8s? I think they're all 8s. I thought they were different sizes. Clearly I should read more carefully. But then, super useful. Obviously white, get through it a lot. I'm going to keep them in their little pack in my little drawers that live here in front of my desk. They can go in there because I don't lose them. I've also got, I think my colleague bought me this, a set of Nasu fine art drawing pens. I think these are fine liners. Let's have a look. Micro pigment ink for waterproof and fade proof lines. Pigment liner. Oh yeah, they're quite nice. Handy. Might use those in my journal quite a bit because there's quite a handy selection of colours. Yeah, and they feel quite nice to work with. Fine liners, always useful, aren't they? Very nice. Then what else have I got? I have got some lovely brushes. So I've been doing obviously a little bit of watercolour here and there, and I hadn't got a huge amount of larger brushes. I tend to buy quite a lot of fine little detail brushes, but when it comes to the bigger washes for the background, I realised I didn't really have a huge amount of selection, and the ones I had weren't that nice. So yeah, my brother got me these Princeton Artist Brush Neptune, our thirstiest brush, watercolour. So I've got 4 different ones. I've not had a play with because I only got these last week. So that does not want to come off. It's got plastic on it, which is not helping, I suspect. How is that coming off? It's not coming off. Well, it got on, so it must come off, surely. Okay, maybe I won't take that off. But a little cat's tongue shape. Oh yeah, that does feel nice. They have got transit glue on at the moment, so I'm going to need to clean them properly. But I've got a square, 2 normal pointed ones, and a cat's tongue, which I think will be really quite useful. I quite like a cat's tongue. I've got a smaller one that I think was in my scroller box, but it's an acrylic cat's tongue. So I'm quite interested to try these in particular, and they're supposed to be really good quality, aren't they, the Neptune ones? So yeah, pleased to get those and try those. Put those with my brushes. Then what else have I got? These I got the other day. So my mother-in-law sent me an Amazon gift voucher, and they immediately got blown on these because I've been wanting to try these for a while. They are Hoo Hoo glitter markers. And I must admit, when they came, I was a bit like, they're not really inspiring me that much. The packaging could be better, couldn't it? But then I did have a play, excuse my messy little pad, and they are really sparkly glitter pens. They are really nice. They've got a really nice sparkle to them, and they don't all have the same coloured glitter in them, because that's what I have found with a lot of brands. That when you pick the yellow up, it's got gold glitter in, and you pick the purple up and it's got gold glitter in. And these aren't. They've all got glitter that matches the colour that they're working with. So you've got a bit of purple. Well, it's almost like a little sky blue glitter in the purple one, and then you've got green glitter in the green one, and so on. Bit of common sense. So although they don't look particularly exciting, I'm actually really pleased with these. They are a plastic nib, so it's the usual shake to get it going. These activated so quickly though. Out of all the pens I've had of late, these activated really quickly. Because it's got a bit of glitter in it, it is also worth making sure you're shaking these regularly to use them, otherwise they will block your nib. The glitter on these is very, very fine though, so I'm hoping that that won't happen with these because it's so micro glitter. Fingers crossed it shouldn't, but yeah, I think these might be my favourite glitter markers. I've just used them on a page. They are beautiful. I like them a lot. And in other marker news, hurrah, my other favourite metallic markers this time, the Guangna Super Golden markers. I already have a set of these that they sent me, but I've used them to death. So I did want another set of these because I think these are the best metallic markers out there that you can get. I love the paint in these markers. I wish you could actually buy a little bottle like that of the paint so you could paint with it as well, because the paint in this is lovely. It's fantastic paint. So yeah, I'm not going to open them because I'm still using my other ones yet. I'm going to keep these ones sealed and safe until I'm using them. But it's literally, where are they? They're literally here in my tray. It's literally these ones with that nib in it. They are great. As you see, they are literally next to me here in the desk because I use them that much. Super Golden markers. What else? Then I've got some washi tape for my journal. I didn't want anything exciting for washi tape wise, just things that were kind of filling off my journal pages. So I've got this kind of marbly effect. Again, these are just from Amazon. Some of them are quite bright, some of them are a bit more muted. But I thought, I'm using quite a lot of the pet tape, but sometimes I just want something to go with it. And I thought a box like this would be perfect. And yeah, I'm really quite pleased with these. So quite a lot of marble. I prefer it when it's got a little bit of something going on with it rather than just a complete matte flat colour. I have a few sets of matte colour, but I tend to want to pick ones like this that are just a little bit, it's just a bit more interest in them, isn't there? Where the pattern's changing. Obviously I'm not going to show you all of them. It is what it is, but yeah, I really like that little marble set. And this one, again, also from Amazon. Everything Has a Sound Story Collection series is this kind of antique gold kind of look to it. Again, it's really lovely. Lovely images in it. I love this little owl and the dragonfly. There's so many pages in this that I just really, really like. And because they've got a little bit of gold on it as well, I do like a bit of bling here and there. So you've got kind of background ones, you've got more featured pieces, you've got another one that's got kind of really nice images on it. Obviously, something's just had its head cut off there, sorry. But yeah, I thought it was a really nice little set. In a kind of vintage gold style that I'll use in my journal a lot. And then to also go with my journal, so I have a colouring journal that you've probably seen on the channel. Let me grab it. This one that I've been using and showing, as you can see, I've used some of that lovely tape, and I've been using this one for my colouring planning and all of that, and my finished pages and all of that. But I also wanted a bit of a personal journal, so my brother has got me this one, Wanderings. I don't want to take it out of the packaging, it's just too lovely. But this is going to be more of a personal journal, kind of event and photography was what I was thinking in this, because I do take quite a lot of photos, but then they're just sitting on your phone, aren't they? So I can't break the little seal, it's just too lovely. But yeah, I wanted something that I can just print little photos and bits and pieces like that. So he's got me this one that I think is absolutely stunning, and obviously you can add more of these little books in, but equally you can just take that one out and take just that one thing with you. So I think it's really quite nice and flexible, and I like the fact it's got a proper cover for it. I do just want to keep putting it back in there because it's so, I think I might actually cut that bit out and maybe have it on the front. I don't know. It's wax, isn't it? So it'll get easily damaged. But yeah, it's a Wanderings one. It's just from Amazon. I think it's lovely. But yeah, you won't see it much on the channel because, like I say, I'm going to use it for personal things really, rather than colouring things. Is that the actual front? I suspect that might be the front because it's got the little symbol on. Does that make more sense? See, I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing with this book. But to go along with that, where have I put it? He's also got me, excuse the big box coming in, the little Sprocket Select printer. I'm going to get rid of all this box. It came with all this gubbins, so I've got some nice stickers to go with in various different themes. Lettering, always useful. More stickers, a little album thing, some little sections of paper, and when I've opened these are actually stickers, so that's really handy. Some little pens. Well, let's get rid of all of that off my desk because it's taking up everything. But yeah, so I've got the little printer to go with, which will print little prints really quite nicely for this size of book. So I only had a little bit of a play with it the other day. I printed some and now I don't know where I've done with them. Honestly, I shouldn't be allowed out. I'm pausing. Found them eventually. What an idiot. So yeah, they print this little sized prints. Oh yeah, some shoes I got for my birthday. My cake for my birthday. My dog. But this is what I mean, like little things that when something's been happening, I just want to have a little page so I can just make a few notes about what's gone on in that time in here. I'm not a great big journalist. It's probably going to take me years to do very much in here. I'm actually going to put these in here because I keep putting them down in daft places in here. Will they fit in there nicely? Oh, they will. Cool. So that I know they're in there ready. But yeah, I thought actually this is an easy little kit on the go. It just connects to my phone, it's charged, so I can actually just take that somewhere and have a bit of fun with it. Yeah, we'll see how well I get on with it. It's a bit of a learning curve. And then this I also got for my birthday, thank you to family again, which is Simple Life Cottagecore Idyllic collection of cosy stickers, again to go with colouring journal and my personal journal. These are all pre-cut, so you can just peel them off. I am a bit of a fussy cutter. I kind of find it quite relaxing, just getting the image how I want it. But I thought again this is really quite useful. I like nature scenes. I take quite a lot of nature images when I'm walking the dog and things like that, so I thought this might be just a nice addition when I'm using a bit of photography to add to it with these little images out of this book. I think these are quite cute. Again, this is just from Amazon. It looks like it's a US producer, but I think those are quite nice as well. Okay, got stuff everywhere. I've got to move this box, it's driving me mad. And then the last thing that I have is something I probably didn't need at all. So, hold fire a minute. Yeah, I already have the smaller set of these. So I've had the 120 pretty much since Artex sent me these lovely markers. These are my favourite acrylic markers. I loved them when they sent me them. The colour in these are really lovely, but you know me, I'm greedy and I wanted more and I don't like to wait. So when they sent me these and I realised how useful they were, how much I liked the paint in them, how much I liked the brush in them, I did go looking to see what else was similar around, and obviously this set, I don't even know where I've put the lid. I I can't get to the lid. This set is the 120 set of the Guangna markers. And at first, I was kind of... I've used Guangna markers for a long time. Like, I have... How many of these have I got? I've got 92 of these ones that I've had for years and years, of the Guangna markers. They're slightly different styles. These have slightly different nibs on the end. They're still brushes, but they're more of a foamy brush in these. This one is not a huge great tip on it. It's a little bit fat to the end on them, but I've had these for a long time. They're literally over there, literally right next to my desk, and have been for a long time, and I've used them a lot, and they're all still working completely fine. As you can see, I've numbered mine on the edge just so I know where they're going back in the little holder that I have, but I've used them loads. So I knew Guangna markers, acrylic markers, the paint in them has always been pretty good. The paint in those ones I've just shown, it's pretty good. It's a little bit translucent in my older ones. This one, these are much less translucent. Obviously, if you're using paler colours like some of these, you're going to need more layers on some of those. That's just human nature, isn't it? But I got this box and I was kind of, oh, I'm not sure what it's like. We'll see. I'd loved the Artex ones and thought, well, we'll see what it's like. But it came, had the swatch on the top, and I thought, I'm not going to keep it in the box. I'm going to take my old ones out and put them in that storage that I have there. But I did this and then thought, actually, this makes perfect sense, doesn't it? And the fact that you can literally pull them out and have them in front of you like this when you're colouring. And when I want to find 605, it's literally, okay, third row, next to 644 and 6. It's just easy to keep it organised. Having that on there with this pulling out really nicely, and it's easy just to pick them up. I've used these loads. Some of them are now running out. My yellows, a lot of the yellows are running out. 603 in particular is a fave. I'm running it out. I'm also running out my Artex version. I don't know if it is the same colour. It's T112 in Artex. I'm nearly running that one out as well. Clearly I used a lot of yellow. Hadn't realised I did, but apparently I did. So, yeah, I've used this an awful lot. I think I got this in August. Differences between these are pretty simple, really. There's more paint in the Artex one. It's that simple. The quality of the whole product is better in the Artex one. The nib is much nicer in the Artex one. It seems to stay clean and tidy in the Artex one, whereas some of these are shocking. Sorry in advance. Look at the state of my lid. It's just paint everywhere. It's all over the place. The lid, it's a bit leaky. It's very leaky in there. Look, this doesn't work anymore. It's literally it. I think I've basically run it out. The amount of paint in these Artex ones is much more than in my Guangna ones, but they work pretty similar, and I've been very happy with this set. But like I say, quite a few of them are running out now. These are much smaller pens than the Artex. They hold much less ink than the Artex. They feel a bit cheaper. There's no other way of saying it. It feels like a cheap pen because it is a cheap pen in realistic terms. But I've used them a load, and I would miss not having them. So because I've killed a lot of these off, I'm going to have to move them. Ooh. Quite heavy, that box. So I did plump to get the 168. I've been having my eye on it a while. I was hoping I could just get the 48 extra markers loose, and I thought I'd find the box that was the 48, but it wasn't when it came. They were markers that were already in that set. They weren't the ones that are new in this one. So yeah, I did want the new one. I've been stalking these on both Ali and on Temu, and I finally got a decent price from Temu. I think I paid about 50 for these, for the 168. You kind of have to be patient and keep checking weekly to see what the deals, because the prices on these things change a lot. Sometimes they're just silly money. They're on Amazon UK, but they are, the last time I checked, They were about £95. These are nice pens. I love them a lot, but I won't pay £95 when I know you can get the smaller set for about 30 now. So it's just, you've got to be patient and be a good shopper, I think is what's going on. They have added quite a few more colours to it. There's a few extra sections. I think there was only really 2 ready colours in that first set, and now they've added all these extra ones in. I think these ones are new as well. They've added some more lilacs in, a few more browns, because the browns were very limited in that first set, particularly if you wanted darker browns. There really wasn't much choice at all. I'd have still liked a couple more greys. The greys they haven't added to in this box. They've added fluorescence instead. I don't know if I'd have preferred a couple more greys than the fluorescence. I have found myself looking elsewhere for greys, so I do actually have some greys in my old set that I've literally just mentioned. So I have more greys in this set than I do in this set. So occasionally I am still going to those for some greys if I need them. This box does not open as well as my other one. It does open, but it's a bit more misbehaving. When I first opened it, I thought the whole top row were going to just tip out. It does not feel as stable as the smaller box. Clearly adding another 2 rows makes this system not quite as stable as it was, but they're the same pens, the quality is the same. I still need a good shake before you use them. I like the brush tips on these. It's obviously it's a learning curve with a brush tip. If you want to get a nice fine point, I've picked the wrong colour to demo with this because you won't be able to see it at all. Let me swap. If you want to pick a nice fine brush, sorry, because I've not used this one for a while, so need a shake. Need a shake. Can't get the lid off. If you want to pick a nice fine line with these, you do have to practice your brush control. Obviously light pressure is what's required. I am aware that that is a skill in itself. Some people find that very difficult. It is important, particularly if you're going to try and do a bit of watercolour painting, being able to control the pressure, how hard you press on is important, and this set will do quite big broad brush strokes quite well, but it will also do quite small fine controlled brush works. Most of my line work removal, I use some kind of acrylic brush pen, whether it be these, whether it be my Artex ones, whether it be those that I've literally just been showed you. I also have the set of Artex ones near my desk. These ones, again, within reach, that I use sometimes as well. But if I'm honest, this is my favourite set at the moment. And yeah, like I say, it doesn't behave quite as well as my other ones. But yes, this I did buy myself with some money that I got for Christmas, but I was mean and was shopping about. I much prefer these kind of pens to the art ones, and I've got 168 pens for £50 odd. These don't block. I've had very little trouble with them. A couple of the yellows have been a little bit leaky occasionally. I suspect they do something slightly different with the yellow paint to make it work in these. It's maybe a bit more liquid. I'm not sure, I'm guessing. But yeah, my yellow Artex leaked a little bit, and then my yellow Guangna leaked a bit. I'm sure that's not coincidental, isn't it? It's something about the way that the yellows are working in these types of pens. I don't know. But I love them. They're my favourite, and having this amount of colours to go with the similar kind of colour palette that I have in pencils is really useful. I use it every page that I work on will have a lot of acrylic markers. I'm tending to mix which acrylic markers I use, so I think somebody on my latest pages did say which acrylic markers did you use, and probably is the answer of all of these that I've showed today. They're all here on my desk all the time. I use all of them all the time, so I might have used some out of the Artex, some out of this one, some out of the old ones to get the colour shade that I want. Whoever has got the colour that I want at the time is the answer to that. But yeah, markers, like I needed any more acrylic markers. I love my acrylic markers. And I think that is all my items Oh no, I'm telling a lie. My brother did also get me one of the bamboo storage units for my Ahuhu markers. So he bought me one of those, the bigger of the boxes, and then I bought another one so that now I have my markers all together in a system that I can actually pull closer to me when I wanted to use them. Because my old Spectrum Noir trays, these things, let me grab one. These plasticky things, these things, are great, but I had them stacked, maybe 20 stacked, one on top of the other, and you couldn't really move it because they were leaning against the wall and they were a bit unstable. Whereas now this has how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is 16 rows high, but they're in kind of 2 units of 216s, if that makes any sense. So you can actually just pull the wooden unit towards you when you're using them, and I'm finding that makes using my markers a lot easier. So yeah, that was the last thing that I have got for Christmas that I haven't mentioned, but that has made a massive difference to being able to use the markers. It just feels organised and easy. But yeah, so chatting on again, aren't I? Sorry, waffling on for a while. But that is all my goodies. Feel free to ask any questions about it, and I shall try and reply. I know I've not been very good at replying lately. I tend to try and reply if I can see a question. I should be replying to all of them. I know, January has been very, very, very busy. And a few things going on. So I'm just finding it a bit difficult to reply, but I have read them. I'm sorry I haven't replied to them all. I will try. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're all doing amazing. I probably won't add links, but let me know if there's a link you can't find, something you can't find. Most of this stuff is pretty easy peasy. There's nothing difficult. Most of it's either Temu or Amazon, so it's pretty easy to find, but let me know if you can't spot something I've shown. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.